All right, you guys go to the next tent over. It's you walk in there. There's a guy in there. He's obviously a butcher. There's meat in here. There's dried meats. There's freshly chopped meat. Hell, he's still got a boar on the table next to him.
Oh my.
All right.
He doesn't see you guys walk in.
Oh, okay. I I clear my throat to get his attention.
Mm-hmm. You clear your throat to get his attention. He doesn't hear you.
I'm gonna sing about
Is
hot meats.
yeah yes. Please sing to get his attention.
I'm gonna sing about butchering meat.
All right, roll d20.
I rolled a 14 plus a 4. That's a
Right.
18.
You sing a ballad about meat, the gloriness of meat, the tenderness of meat, the way it juices in your mouth. You sing the greatest song heard by this man about meat. He turns his head to you and just kind of looks at you and goes like, "Boy, you got a problem with meat?" He says, "I want you to write that song down. I will gladly purchase that for you. That is going to be my new slogan."
I will write it down for him.
He offers to pay you 5 gold for the song.
Okay.
All right, he gives you it. He takes it. He puts it in his pocket and says, "Anyway," he says, "sorry about that." He says, "My hearing isn't as good as it used to be." He says, "What can I get for you two?"
I guess we'll buy some meat since he's just a butcher, right? So
Yeah, he says, "That's all I do. I'm a butcher." He says, "Well, a butcher. I do sell some breads here if you want bread as well." So both of you,
I guess we'll just buy like how much is for a week's rations?
a week's rations. He said for a week's rations, 10 silver.
I give him 1 gold.
All right, you give him 1 gold. He gives you back 90 silver. So copper, silver, gold, platinum. That's how it breaks down. Well, the butcher kind of looks at you guys as they're dealing with money. Says, "So what's your guys' story?"
Oh, so we're about to go on a little adventure into the wilderness to investigate the missing caravans and the tales of vanishing people out in the wilderness.
Oh, really? He says, "Well, I hope you guys do good in that." He says, "I will tell you this: my brother was in one of those caravans and they went missing."
Well, hopefully we'll find find him and bring him back here.
I hope so, he says. I definitely hope so. He says, "I want these caravan attacks to stop. I don't know what the hell is causing it, but it's a major problem." He says, by the way, he says, "My name is Michael."
Nice to meet you, Michael. I'm just out trying to get a harem of lovers.
He looks at you and just goes, "You're one of those bards, aren't you?"
Hell yeah.
He says, "That would explain the song." Okay. He says, well, I wish you luck on trying to do that. He says, if you do find my brother, please," he says, "do what you can to save him. And to you, Gnome," he says, "good luck with whatever the hell it is you bards do."
I say good day to him, and we head out.
You guys head out.
I really want to see a hunched over blacksmith.
So you guys basically just follow the sound of ringing metal. It's pretty loud. It echoes throughout the Martyr district. Again, all these buildings are sandstone, so sound really just kind of echoes. So you guys follow the sounds of ringing metal, and you open up a tent, and you see actually an orc standing over all of this. Sitting there in front of the forge, metal's pinging on there. Sparks of hot metal fly everywhere. There's the hot forge, weapons lining the walls, armor lining the walls, and he looks up at you guys, and he has this deep, gruffly voice as he speaks, and he goes like, "What do you want?"
To be in bed with you.
He goes like, normally I'd take something like that. He says, "But I bite rather hard."
Kinky.
He says, "Aside from that, what can I do for you?" He says, "I got all kinds of stuff here." He says, "I got medals, I got weapons, I got shields, armor, anything you can think of, I might have it."
Is there a cock ring here?
He says, "If you want one, I'm just going to forge one straight onto you. I can't guarantee your survival."
I'll check on that later.
I say to Alvor, do you what types of weapons do you carry?
You can think.
Do you
He says,
have?
if you
Do
can think
make?
of it, I probably have it. He says, I have all kinds of weapons. I have spears, maces, swords, daggers, knives, just really anything you can imagine.
You got metal loot?
Sorry, you said you have a what?
A metal loot.
Metal loot. He says, what do I look like? Some of those fancy prancy elves?
I was going to use that as a weapon.
A metal loot. He says, if you want one of those, I could forge you one. He says, but it's going to take a couple days.
How much gold?
Depends on how big of a loot you want. For a tiny little guy like you, I'd say 3 gold.
Deal.
All right. He says, I'll put it in there. You come get it in about, he says, within my orders currently going, I'd say about 3 days.
All right.
He says, I have other stuff. He says, of course, if you want to double the payment, I'll put yours in as primary, and it should be only a day.
Primary. All right.
All right, you give him 6 gold total, and he says it should be done in about a day. He says, by tomorrow afternoon, I should be done.
All right.
I'll just have like a medium-sized battle
A
axe.
decent battle axe. He says, all right.
Yeah, it's a decent one.
All right, he looks through all of his stuff. He finds finds a few battle axes, and he pulls one out. He kind of checks your size. Each one would fit you the best, honestly. He says, "Do you want a one or a two-handed one?" Actually, hold on. Battle axes are just one-handed.
Yeah, one-handed.
So underneath a medium, he says, "If you want one, a regular battle axe is only 5 gold."
All right, I paid the orc 5
right.
gold.
You pay the orc the 5 gold, and you get a battle axe, and it does 1d8 damage. It's a decent battle axe. I mean, it fits you just fine.
Okay.
It's not super big in your hand. It's pretty well balanced, honestly. It's got black and dark metal. It's just a pretty standard battle axe. Oh, what is it that you were asking the smith?
Oh, me?
Yes.
That was pretty much it. I was gonna ask Spanklez here if you want anything else from the orc.
Do you want anything, Spanklez?
No.
No?
I say good day to the orc,
He says,
and we
good day
leave.
to you too. So, you got water, you got your food. You guys want to head out?